Yo, what's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. This is Drinks with JD.
Well, there's two things.
Okay.
One is because I'm from SD. So
Okay.
if you listen to anybody, anywhere, they're going to highlight where they're from. Because,
Yes.
that's where you're from. You know, everything you've seen, to what you do, to what you eat, how you act, everything about you is where you're from.
Yes.
Two, the reason why there's so much pride into it is because we're always the underdog.
Yes.
So we're always the underdog in a lot of things we do.
Okay.
So, if it's anything entertainment, we're always the underdog.
Yes.
So I think it's really important. And that's why I take a lot of pride in it. I love being an underdog. When you watch sports, sometimes no teams you really don't have no bid on, no money on, or you don't really care about. You usually want to see the dude that, to win the team that's a little bit, that got that story to him. So that's why you like the Washington football team.
Yes. Okay.
So, we underdogs, man. So you kind of want to come to light, like, yeah, we can play with the big dogs.
Yes. Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, bro. So you worked with many hip hop legends from coast to coast, right? From SIBO, from E40, DJ Quick, and even OJ the Juice Man, right? But one thing that I noticed about you is that you always come back home, right? On your first album that dropped almost 10 years ago, you featured Big June on it, which is, a San Diego.
That's my dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Footprints.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And years later, you also featured on a song, or you've dropped a song with our legendary Mitchie Slick.
Oh, that's family right there.
No doubt.
Family.
And then all of a sudden, your latest single, you're featuring Ryan Anthony.
Man, that's family too.
No doubt.
Yeah,
So the question is, why is it important to you to work with San Diego music artists?
Man, you have to.
Yeah, no
you
doubt.
got to. Like that's the thing that's why I get excited. I'd be more excited about those songs that I do with them than I do with everybody else.
Yes.
Not knocking nothing anybody done for me, but I love doing it with them because you get to see everything that they've been doing and what they've been, the progression that they've had, or the success that they've had, or the success that they're having now. And it's important to me. Just like I said earlier, in LA, when I was going from here to go mess with them, but then we in my backyard, we got to mess with each other. So I'm also trying to bring in the light of young artists, connect the dots, bring it together. Because you got to bring it together. You got to reach out to the next one. You've never seen a guy win a game by himself on a team.
That's
you
right.
got to bring it in. And once you do that, everything, the lights gonna come in. Now everybody's gonna be eating. Just at one point when they were doing LA, when everybody was in a group, it was this artist popping. Then all of a sudden it was this guy, YG, the T.Y. Dolla $ign, the Joe Moses, to this guy, man. It's and that's what happens because these guys are working together. You got to work together.
No doubt.
You got to work together.
And I know that me and you were the same age, right? And so in your era, I guess you could say, or in our era, we grew up with Mitchie Slick, right?
Yeah.
And then now with the new era, which is the Ryan Anthonys, it's cool that you're in the middle, but like as in Mitchie, you, and then Ryan Anthony, different eras.
Yeah.
However, you guys are elevating each other and just like bringing everything together, like you were just mentioning. So that's pretty dope, man.
Man, it's dope. It's just dope to see, man. I remember when Ryan, he was just making beats for another rapper, I don't know if you know him, but GGB Stone for a minute. So, and then he was coming out, and then one day he reached out to me. He's like, "Hey man, can you just do this song for me?" I was at the house, at the studio in the house. So he was already there. So I just knocked it out real quick for him. Boom.
No doubt.
And then I was like, man, he kind of dope, know. And I always see him at the events, and he was coming up, And at the time when I had, when I was shining, and it's good to see when, like, you step back a little bit, and I'm doing what I'm doing. It's like seeing now he takes it to another level. So it's just, it's beautiful. And then Slick comes out and always reaches in and reaches back with the young crowd and just puts his stamp on things like that. So yeah, man, it's all love. Like, I tell these young dudes all the time, I'm always down to work with them as long as you're working hard and you wanted to work, because it's the only thing we can do.
No doubt. Okay. All right, my brother. So you released over 10 mixtapes and multiple albums.
Yeah.
What's your own favorite project?
Ooh, man.
And you're out of your entire catalog.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my top two. But the favorite one
Yeah.
is probably, I think it's the 7th letter.
Okay.
I think that was the time when I really ascended, and then that's when everybody was, it was love, you
Yes,
know, and,
yes,
and I
yes.
became the dude,
Yeah.
you know, in my city. So
Okay.
I think that was the one when I got on with Snoop,
Yes.
Percy, that had a lot of joints on there.
Yes.
That was in the middle of my time where I was really, really at my prime with rapping. Was really at it. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that was the one, and then this one I just did now.
Okay. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Okay.
and it's one I just did now.
Okay. All hustle, no luck.
All
right?
hustle,
Okay.
no luck.
All right, man. I'm not gonna lie. The 7 letter is my favorite one out of your entire catalog.
See?
I love it, man. I
See?
love it. I love
Yeah.
how. Well, this is the reason why I love it, because
I appreciate it.
the album, as a whole, it's extremely diverse,
Yeah.
right? You show how you show your entire range of
what I was.
of like how you do it. Every single track is different, and also the flow of it. Like, let's say you could go into let's say a timestamp beat, which was let's say the Mustard era, because when you dropped that one, I want to say 2015, 2014.
Yeah, I think it was around around that time.
Okay.
Around that,
So when the Mustard type was popular, right?
I think it was. I think it was.
So you have a timestamp of that, right? So you at least gave credit to that, and then also you have songs where you go into a song, right after a Mustard type beat, you go right into a song where let's say I don't want to say it like this, but let's say you're more on your feelings type. You know what I'm saying? You're more on your feelings type.
Yeah.
And then also on the record, you even sampled an Aaliyah song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be without you.
Exactly.
That was the song I was going to say. That was the one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just like I said, it just shows how diverse you can be and how your range could just go from here to there, but it still sounds good. And it's awesome that you put it all together in one project.
Man, yeah, like I said, man, when you want to be the best at what you're doing, I think everybody get caught up into being famous, and that's cool, but I think with that comes with, you need to be able to understand the grind, the hard work, the stuff you have to put into your craft. Everybody don't make it overnight.
Yes.
So you have to be able to be at your best. If somebody walk up to you right now and say freestyle, you better be able to freestyle. If nowadays it's a little different. Now you drop the song, but and it's getting back to the realness though. As far as what I hear these young rappers talking about, even if it's on some auto tune, it's getting back to it. So what I would say is you definitely have to make sure that you can hit all angles, because that's how you can be the best you can be, and that's how you gain long life fans, not just people that pop in and pop out.
That's right. That's
people that'll stick with you. No
doubt. All right, my brother. So you know how we were just talking about the 7th letter, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, I was just mentioning how diverse you are, right? Why was it important to you to show how diverse you are as far as your music and your range? Why was that important to you?
I take everything serious, man. I take it all with a passion, and it was important to me. I think it was so much because just to show I'm a rapper on all levels, not just San Diego rapper, not just this. I done been around the map, and I think being around the map helped me, because at that time that's when I was doing a lot of traveling. So what you're saying is you're hearing, what you're hearing is a lot of different areas I've been in. So I was able to put it together, but. Just being able to being the best at what it was important to me to be the best, and I wanted to be the best at the time. So I knew at the time I had to be able to do that, to be the best for my city. So and I think that was really it. And once I started proving to myself that I can rap on anything, it was lovely. So yeah, it really didn't have too much thought into it. Really, I guess it just kind of came. It just kind of came. It wasn't really a thought into it. It was just like. That's what happens when you really out and moving around, and you're making music. It just happens like that. You know. So.
Well, hey, I'm appreciative that you did that, because it was pretty cool. Even though it wasn't meant to be like that, it was dope that you put everything together. And like I said, that's one of my favorite projects. So
yeah, bro, appreciate it. So we on the same seat, same year, same project. Yeah, so yeah, that one was dope, man. That one was dope. I will say that one was dope.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was dope.
All right, brother. So as I was prepping for this interview, people were just asking me like, hey, who you got next, or who you interviewing next? I was like, oh, I got these people next, and I'm interviewing Young G, and multiple people have said, oh, you're interviewing Young G? Oh, okay, yeah, he's cool. I know him by this, I know him by that, and I'm like, other than the music, I was like, well, how do you know him? They go, well, he's actually my son's football coach, or what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like mama's over here asking me, and that's how people know you from different, I guess, aspects of your life. Yeah. Now, I know that right now, or during our interview, you mentioned how you were a football coach, right? Yeah. Do you consider yourself a mentor, and also, why is it important to you to be a mentor and a teacher to the youth?